as well as live on TikTok. So today, this morning, I'm just gonna really just try to um, give it to you the best way I know how. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna try to give it to you the best way I know how. Uh, Spirituality, right, is one of those things that we're still trying to learn as humans to get a hold of. And please tap the screen, share the live, tell a friend. Um, if you're on YouTube, please subscribe and show your love. Um, so this morning we're going to talk about spirituality, right? Spirituality is about seeking a meaningful connection with something bigger than yourself, right? Which can result in positive emotions and such a peace, all contentment, gratitude, and acceptance. So today's message: from darkness to light, finding hope through spiritual focus. From darkness to light, finding hope through spiritual focus. That is our message for today. So strap your boots. We're about to go for a ride. I'm about to take you there so that you can understand that you are the divine entity that God has put here to do great things. All right. So here we go. First of all, I want to say good morning to everyone. Today, I want to walk you. I want to talk about hope, real hope. I mean, not some fake hope. I'm talking about some real hope, the kind that sustains us through life's toughest challenges. I understand that many of you have faced unimaginable things in your life, violence, death. But I'm here to tell you that there is a way out, right? There's a way out of your mind, out of your own way. A way to find peace, purpose, and hope in darkest places. I'm here to tell you that today. So first, we're going to talk about as identifying your need. When I think of the urban community, we have so many needs. There is a humbling experience to just want to bow away and walk away from it. That's why a lot of people, when they finally get a touch of success, they leave the community and they go about their business. Wow, that was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the dinosaur. Thank you for the love. So success can come in many forms, but you got to remember that you come from humble beginnings because of where God has placed you, and so when we don't uh, tend to go back or look back and see how much we can help when we've been helped with the same people that are still stuck in that community, we tend to lose our blessings as well. Okay. Um, Living in a violent environment can feel suffocating. And Black people live, many Black people live in urban cities or urban environments. There is a lot of violence that is uh, present. And if you're a child growing up in this is what you think the world is. But the world is a big place. And there's so many things that go on. There's so many places that has no violence at all. And so um, it is our job or our duty to elevate in life and find uh, purpose. So I'll say this morning that it's like walking through a dense fog or with no clear path. The weight of trauma, anxiety, and fear can crush your spirit, but acknowledge this: you are not alone. Okay. Your struggles are valid and there is hope. Okay. There is hope for you. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Tap the screen, share the live, people. We are now live on finding from darkness to light, finding hope through spiritual focus. Okay. Hope is not ignoring the pain, but facing it head on. It's recognizing that your story doesn't define you, you have the power to rewrite your own story. And I say this with a passion because I come from humble beginnings. I come from that negative environment, that violent environment. I even had to go a little deeper and further because I end up in a group home because of my family situation. And I learned some things there, but I still had to defend myself. There was always some sort of battle that I had to face. I could have took that energy and created within myself a negative persona about the world and put myself in a position where, hey, Lena, good morning. I don't know who he is. I don't care about that. All right. So I have I say when I came from the group homes, in the group homes, I learned a lot about how people are swayed by conversation, how people are swayed by behaviors, all of that. I could have took that energy and I could have been a negative person in life, right? I could have really just been a violent person. A lot of statistically, a lot of people that come from group homes, they say don't make it or accomplish or achieve anything. So what happens is we tend to walk in a way that is contrary to what our spirit should be, right? And so I realized that as humans, we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go because we're looking for something bigger, and we'll keep searching if we don't understand that we are the bigger that we're looking for. So, how do we find hope? Is the question. How do we find hope in parallels like urban cities and communities that are falling apart, that are hurting spiritually and physically and mentally? First, we discover our purpose because knowing your purpose in life can actually take you places. Knowing your purpose in life can actually take you places. The problem is a lot of people don't know their purpose, so they don't have a set plan on how to achieve their goals. I've been running film events and movies since 2009. And every time I plan a movie from beginning to end, from me writing it, directing it, shooting it, casting, getting the people involved, marketing it, putting it on platforms, and now you're watching it on Tubi, that was a process and a plan. And every time I did that for every movie, I wanted to show people that you are the desired hope that you're looking for. No one can come into your life and change your life but you. The problem is we don't set our plans accordingly. We have things and ideas in our head, but we want other people to set our plans. And I took the initiative a long time ago to learn the things that I wanted to do. Sometimes there's blockage in the way, right? We have all kinds of distractions, right? We might get into relationships that deter us from our dreams and aspirations in life. The problem with that is you still don't understand yourself. If I was an individual in this world who was just starting out of learning my spirituality, I wouldn't be around a lot of people, right? Because I'm going to be influenced by their spirituality and their uncomfortableness and their wavy like mentality. And it's going to put a burden on my spirit. Sometimes you need to be in your own quiet space to find the hope that you're looking for. Sometimes you got to depend on yourself more than depend on others, right? And I learned through doing the movies, when I started depending on people to do certain tasks and it wasn't getting done, I could see the future immediately that this project wasn't going to make it. So I immediately had to step up and say, you know what? Cool. I'm going to step in. I'm going to make it happen regardless because it's my dream. Nobody believes in your dreams more than you do, right? Now they'll come and want to be a part of it because they want to get it. Everybody has so many intentions involved when they're coming to be a part of your product or project, right? Some people are genuine and some people are not genuine at all. They're opportunists. But understanding who people are helps you to develop a sense of discernment. And hope in trying times comes from understanding the need, because you no longer have to hope when you're in action, if that makes any sense. I want to try to show you that we hope to be blessed with financial freedom. We hope to be blessed with a home or roof over our head. We hope to be in a better place tomorrow or whatever. But if we don't take the necessary steps to get there, our hope becomes in vain, right? But discovering your purpose is going to help you live again, okay? As we get older, we start to learn that our mindset is crucial to how we develop, right? And I say that in a friendly way because you got to remember, whatever you input into your system is the exact output you're going to get, right? So every day you listen to negative people, negative comments in a negative environment, your outlook on life will be negative because the input is negative. There's no positive affirmations being instilled. There's nothing, no life, no positive life interactions that are happening. None of that, right? So your input is negative. And so therefore it's hard to see hope when you're in the ghetto and money is low and maybe you're a child and both of your parents are not in the home. There's a lot of anxiety. There's so many things that's going on in life that would cause a person to say, you know what, I give up, I quit, or I'm gonna be this type of violent person. I'm gonna be what the world inspires me to be. But that's not what the world inspires you to be. That's all the information that you've been consuming for so long. Now, how do you change a kid's mindset that lives in an urban environment that's all he's seen and all he knows? You got to take him on a trip. Literally, sometimes you got to take people out of their environment in order for them to see something different. When we were younger, one thing that the school board used to do, at least in Philadelphia, I don't know where all you guys are hailing from, but in Philadelphia, we used to go on class trips. Those class trips would initiate thought. What could I be if I grew up and, wanted to attain a bigger purpose than what I'm doing now? What could I be? That helped children when you take them on trips. Now, in our community alone, we have youngins that the only trips they might have went on because they got, excess of monies, whether they're working or whether they're hustling on the side. They might have went to Miami once or twice, those type of experiences, just the party life or whatever. That's one way. But have they really went on a trip that evolves them in thinking business oriented? Like, have they went to a Fortune 500 company and learned how they operate or anything like that? That brings a spark into their mind. They could be entrepreneurs. They can be anything. That's hope. Like, that's a different type of hope. That's showing people that, hey, this is possible, right? And I say this to say that sometimes when you don't think something is possible, you don't even think about it, right? And so perhaps it's family, faith, or community, whatever it is, hold on to it tightly, meaning that if you can go on a trip with your family or maybe participate whatever faith you may be into your church or in your community, right? You see some youngins hanging around all the time and you got a few extra dollars and you say, hey, y'all, we're going to rent this truck. We're going to go out and I'm going to show y'all something. What's to stop you from doing that? Nothing is to stop you from doing that. Only the thing that can stop you from doing that is you. Because really, we are the hope for our own community. There's nobody going to come in and and wave a magical wand and this is supposed to happen. The only people that can make that happen is us. Now you say, well, we need money for everything. No, everything ain't money. Sometimes it's just resources and learning how to barter. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to step up and step out. The problem is we don't even want to do that. But we want change. We want things to change, and we expect presidents and all of these people to change everything, but they're not the ones that's going to change everything. In your community, you will only see the president if it's time to vote. You will not see the president after that. That's why it's up to you, the people of the community, to take care of the community. The president can't do that for you. I don't care if whoever it is, Trump, Kamala, whoever, they can't do nothing for you. Only you, the community, can do for you. And as long as we understand that, at that part, we're the hope we're looking for. Okay? We're the hope we're looking for. We have to learn how to cultivate a mindset that we need to stop depending on people. Hey, Mr. Government, we need some money. We can't generate our own income. We spend money. Oh, if you walk down the street in an urban community, you'll see more blunt wraps and Chinese food containers on the ground than anything. Why? Because most brothers spend their time outside, eating on the go and smoking. And so when you look at that, on a whole, we done gave all our money to everybody else and we never invested in our own infrastructure, and we want change. How can you get change if you don't invest in your own infrastructure? I say to you again, when it was time for me to do my movies, I could not get an investment. No one believed in my dream. So I invested in myself. And every year I continuously did that, I was able to grow. And I say unto you that until you're ready to invest in yourself and your community, you can't grow. It's just simple facts. It's just simple facts. Okay? And so the other thing we have an understanding of is that not only preparing your mind or cultivating a mindset of winning, you got to have a mindset of gratitude, a heart of gratitude, because ain't nothing promised to you, okay? And you might be in the lowest of conditions, but ain't nothing promised to you, okay? You think something's supposed to be given to you. You think that you're supposed to have everything. You're supposed to be rich. You think none of those things are promised to you. But what is promised to you is what you promise to yourself. When you move, that's when things are created. When you don't move, things aren't being created. So you got to be thankful for every day. You got to be thankful for the clothes on your back. You got to be thankful for the food that you consume. And even though it's not great food, but we're not going to go there right now. You got to be thankful for just the time you're able to spend with other people. That breath of life, it really means something. It really has value. And you got to learn how to forgive yourself. A lot of you don't forgive yourself. You know, we've been through some things and you've done some things and you probably regret it. And some of you probably don't regret it, but you still beat yourself up mentally about situations and circumstances. And you got to learn to forgive yourself. And forgiving yourself is hard if you don't understand your spirituality or your purpose. See, because where you were yesterday doesn't mean that you have to be that way tomorrow. Today is the day you change. Today is the day you make that change. But if you're still worrying about what happened yesterday, something that you can't change, then you can't go any further, you know? And so mentally, we lose. Mentally, we lose. But if you want to get to a level of understanding to where you could you can have that winning attitude, you got to let go and let God in that instance. And I'm talking about the God consciousness. You got to allow yourself to be at peace with yourself. You got to allow yourself to be at peace with yourself. Tap the screen, share the live, show your love. Please show your love this morning. Tap the screen, share the live. I don't know how many people are hearing our voice this morning, but I know one thing for sure, two things for certain. if you want to come out your dark space, True Rain, how are you? If you want to come out your dark space, good to see you this morning. It's going to take more than wishing on a star. It's going to take some effort. It's going to take some work ethic. I promise you that every day you wake up can be a new journey if you forget, or at least allow yesterday, what my mom used to say, let peace be still. Let peace be still. I want to see if I can get that in the comments somewhere. Let peace be still. I wonder if Boss Baby can put that up there for me real quick. Comment. Oh, let peace be still. And I need to put this in the comment because I want you to feel it. And we need to talk about it for a second. Let peace, thank you, Ms. Drea. Let peace be still. First of all, what is peace? Peace is serenity. It's being at ease. And now you're asking it to be still. What you're really saying is that whatever has happened, whatever has caused you to be in such a rut in your own way, chill. Chill. I got this. I can move forward. I don't have any problems with moving forward. That was yesterday. Today is the day. I apologize for all my wrongdoings. I apologize sincerely for not having the understanding that I needed to move forward. But today, I understand. And we will move forward. See, because that slogan is a positive insight for one to say, you know what? It's going to be all right. You know, you ever have a time where you was going through something that was just like, it was just so much. It was overcrowding you and it was just such a burden. And then something hit you and was like, you know what? They can't have what they can't, what I don't have. They can't take what I don't have. They can't hurt me. It's whatever. I got it. I'm at peace. I'm cool. There's been moments like that in your life where you just said, I'm not letting this get to me. That's that inner willpower. That's where your hope comes from. That inner willpower to say, you know what? I'm not going to allow this to touch me. Nothing in this world can touch me unless I'll allow it to. I can be successful. I can be courageous. I can be flamboyant. I can make tons of money. If that's my thing, I can make money. I can be the best rapper. I can be the best R&B singer. I can be the best actor, artist, director. Man, I could be anything I want. That's where that hope comes from. And once you realize who you are in the spirit, nothing can deter that. And I think that sometimes we forget who we are because we really still don't know who we are, right? And I think it's just because no one really sits down and really teaches us the value of your spirit. See, women know the value of their flesh. And if I may be honest as a man, when I was young and dumb, I knew the value of a woman's flesh. But as I got older, I realized that flesh becomes saggy. And what's after that? What the conversation going to be after that? And if you can't have a conversation with the one you're being with, sleeping with, what kind of world is that? If you're in a relationship and your partner is constantly putting you down or not making you feel like you're the king or the queen of the home, What kind of life is that? And so I can understand now why it says to be equally yoked. Because how can you find harmony and grow if you're two seeds in the same facility fighting against each other to see who's going to wear the pants? If you're fighting against each other to see who's going to wear the pants, both of y'all lose, because at the end of the day, it's about unification and understanding each other's role. If she's stronger in finances, fall back. If he's stronger in creating an environment, a happy, conducive environment, female, fall back. Because at the end of the day, y'all can't work together unless y'all know who's strong at what. That's how y'all going to build. It's okay as a man to humble yourself. It's okay as a man to humble yourself if she's better at finances. That means y'all ain't going to be broke. It's okay to let her run that. It's okay if a man, is working. It's okay. Let him do that. It's okay. Now you sit at home and plan some things. So on his off days, or when y'all get a little extra breathing room, y'all can go somewhere and do some things. It's okay if you do that. It's not a crime to do that. It's okay to submit to that. Then y'all bring hope to each other. Y'all bring love to each other, compassion, and y'all can see a better future with y'all relationship. Same thing in the community. It's okay to step outside and talk to the youngins. You don't think they don't need somebody to talk to? You don't think they're going through something? I know you going through something, but you don't think the youngins going through something? Don't you want to step out your house and feel safe? You don't think they're going to watch out for you because you care about them? Listen, on my job, I talk to all the mental patients. I don't care what they got. That's not my concern. My concern is, can I help them get through? It's not my concern to judge them on what they have. It's my concern, can I help them get through? And if I can help them get through, then we will have a way of making ourselves, or at least myself, available to them and protected. Why? Because they're going to look out for me. Because I care. These kids don't want to look out for you because they don't believe you care. When you show kids you care, they care for you. And that's with anybody. Now, when we get older, some adults try to manipulate that. They take your kindness for weekends. But kids, they don't do that. They ain't at that level yet. They just they need a hug. They need some love. So they're not at the level of manipulation like the narcissistic adults are. They're not there yet. So if you can get them young and show them real love, you can change a lot of lives. That's the real hope of a community that is burdened with violence, drugs, and activity that is unlawful. The only hope comes from the people who decide to step outside and say, "What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today?" Now, half them kids ain't that ignorant. They not gonna come at you all raw. They might say hello back because they not that ignorant. They not like that. Not all of them. And there's somebody on that corner that's going to be more mature than the next. And they're going to recognize that you're coming down in a positive way, and they're going to control the atmosphere. You got to understand there's leaders among them. There's people that have cognitive understanding and behavioral attitudes that's on a positive level, but they're just forced in that situation because of their environment. So you can't look at all kids as negative, saying they out there, they in the way, they this and they that. You putting labels on people without even reading their book. See, we have to get away from that attitude if we want to grow. See, from darkness to light means that The dark space that you're in your mind that gives you all this negativity that the world is about to end and everybody's this and everybody's that. That's that darkness of not knowing. But when you come into the light, you recognize that possibilities are endless. Possibilities are endless. So yes, right, true, Rain. It is very true. But somebody type in possibilities are endless because I need you to see. If you see it, then you can believe it. Possibilities are endless. Now, I put that there for you to see something. Possibilities are endless because your mind creates the possibility. Your mind does that after it sees a situation. So right now, if I look outside my window, there's nobody outside right now. But if somebody was outside and I saw them, it's nothing for me to go out and say hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. But a lot of us look out our window and just to watch to see what they're going to do, to be newsy, to gossip. We quick to gossip, but slow to help, but we want help. You see how the training has been done over the years? We're quick to gossip, but we want help, but don't want to give help. We get selfish. Huh? We as a people, we say to ourselves that I need help. Why am I helping them? Huh? But you want God to help you. Huh? See, we're not even thinking when we asking God for all these blessings. God, please give me this. God, please give me that. And turn around cussing your neighbor out. Turn around going to the job and not doing the right thing. Turn around making your family feel bad. Turn around and just hurting people with your words. Your words aren't kind. But you want God to bless you. How can God bless mess? God don't bless no mess. And we're talking about the God consciousness once again, because once the pineal gland opens, possibilities are endless. Spirituality is about seeking meaningful connection with something bigger than yourself. If you think you're the say all, the end all, you are in a fairy tale land. You are just a grain of sand in a universal spectrum that is much bigger than you. So if you can't take your little energy and create something bigger, how do you expect to expand? I was teaching this in the middle of the week to people that I learned over time. I see two sides of me. I see a flesh side and a spiritual side. And on my flesh side, it causes me to fall into temptation at least 80% of the time. And on my spiritual side that already knows righteousness, 80% of the time, it didn't want to snag the opportunity to correct the flesh. And so the spirit is not walking around aimlessly, but it's trying to build hope to control this fleshly environment that I'm in. When I get a little extra cash and I look at my car and I say, oh, let's get a new car, when I really don't need a car, I want a car. There's a difference. When you need something to go to A to B, it is required of you to plan to make that happen. When you want something, it's more of a desire, and you have the right to get it. However, if you don't need it, why spend it, right? Now we live in a world where finances are very important because a lot of people don't have it. Brother Malibu, good morning. I love to see you when you're on here. Good morning to you, good brother. And so I say to you that in times of need, We attend to those things, and we should. But our wants, we have to control more, and that is the flesh. So I got two sides of me. I got the spiritual side, and I got that flesh side. Spiritual flesh, spiritual flesh, spiritual flesh, always fighting, trying to make it happen, right? So let me break the spiritual down and the flesh down, and hopefully this is from my opinion and my perspective and some things that I've been studying. Spiritually, we as humans come from that thought. And I believe that our spirit lives forever because if it's the thought that creates the spark that generates the sperm or activates the sperm and initiate once relations take place to gravitate to a female's anatomy, and y'all both through the thought process create an idea of what we call life through the God consciousness, that's when we have birth, right? So both genes, both thoughts, both genetics go into the birth of a new child. And I had to think about it in that aspect, that spiritually, the spirit never died, because the flesh has one mission. The flesh is created to end. It is created to end. But the spirit, it ain't ending. It's constantly evolving. Constantly. So, and even though it's in this body, it's still in this universal realm. And we know that we live in these vibrational pulls that we have. We're in a vibrational state. So if my words matter, words are transferable. So if I speak to you, and I speak to you with a tone of authority, or if I speak to you in a tone of weakness, your discernment is going to digest that. You might remember what I said and spew it back out. So our thoughts also create life, right? So therefore, if you look at the Bible in that essence, when they said that God spoke life into existence, it will become true. I said, I'm going to make a movie. I made it. And it's on TV and y'all can watch it right now. It's on Tubi. I'm that bull. That's what we do, right? If I tell you I'm going to do something and I do it, I speak it and then I make it happen. That's the God in me. You have to understand that if we're children of God, then we have that power to make things happen. It's not a mystery. It's just you got to get up. A lot of people lazy. They don't want to get up and do nothing. They want everything to be given to them. Even at your job that you work at your 9 to 5, there are people there, okay, that want you to do their work while they sit back. Malibu. Yes, it is the flesh always fighting against the spirit, because the spirit is in charge, but it's humble. The spirit is in charge, but it's humble. The flesh is what's wicked and it's violent. It's always got to prove a point. And we spend most of our time feeding our flesh and not our spirit. We feel as though that if we don't, like one guy got on YouTube just now, he was calling me all kinds of names. He don't even know me. He's calling me all kinds of names and stuff. And don't even know. I never went live on YouTube ever, like literally. But he calls me all kinds of names. Now, if you don't know me and you're judging me, you're weak. And we have a lot of people like that in the world. We have a lot of people that are not in tune with reality. They're not in tune. They have their own thing going on, and that's cool. People can be who you want to be, but some people don't know how to read the room. And that's why when you go to work and you walk in, you're supposed to read the room so you can see what's going on, so you know what the energy and the vibe is, so you don't get caught up in no mess. Same thing when you go into a party. You should read the room, because that might not be the environment that you need to be in that night. When I step into a situation, I read the room first, because I want to, I don't want to be around somebody that don't want me to be around. That's just going to be a bad trip. I don't want that. Okay. So I'm reading the room. I'm having my discernment in place, right? So I ain't got to hope that something's going to happen or not going to happen. I already know. That's why he gave me that power of discernment, to know that my vibrational pull in this room is not going to be conducive for all this negative energy. So you might not want to be there. That's how that goes, right? So we learn in time. We learn, because a lot of people don't, get it sometimes. Some people leave this earth and never understood their purpose at all, and that's okay. They'll just come back and do it again, and that's fine. To be absent in the flesh is to be present with the Lord always. And if this mission is all about the God consciousness in us, I don't care. At this point, whatever flesh I'm going to take on is what I'm going to take on. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not in control of it. Only thing I'm in control of is this moment right now, in this flesh and in this body. And if I can use this body to make positive change in people, that is what we're supposed to do. That is a true purpose in life. Because you're not promised this body. This body going to get old and it's going to go away. And then your spirit going to live on and it's going to develop something else. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying to you? Because it's okay. If you want to look at this as a trap, if you want to look at it as a way to say that God is entrapping us into this world, call it earth or whatever the case may be, that's a mentality of a person that's just trapped in their own mind. But if you want to say that God has given me opportunity and endless opportunities, then you'll start to expand and see that the world is a big playground for you. And all you got to do is inspire yourself to inspire others and see some things happen if you want to. But it's all in your divine understanding of where you want to go, your purpose. Okay? So I say this to say, once you find your purpose, you can cultivate an attitude of forgiveness, self-care, prioritizing your well-being, mindfulness, focus on the present and not the past. When you cultivate that type of situation in your life, I don't care if you live in the ghetto or you live in the suburbs or wherever, you begin to see that opportunities are endless. Right, True Rain? Opportunities are endless. Now, we personally go through some things that causes some blockage that we can't see the opportunity, but it does not mean that the opportunity does not exist. You just have to put yourself in the right space by not allowing negative energy to override the positiveness that is already instilled in you. So sometimes you need positive affirmations, words of confidence, energy of confidence from people and mentors that are about your growth. So never be around people who are not about your growth. When you are around people that are not about your growth, it is a possibility that you can fail. It is to your benefit and to your advantage to make sure that at all times you are creating an environment that is conducive to a positive living environment for yourself. So that means not only in your home, but when you step outside your door, if those people aren't positive, if those people aren't being, how can we get them positive? How can we get my block back clean? Is it going to take me getting the broom out there and helping out a little bit? Then so be it. Hey, True Rain, listen, I'm going to tell you something. At the end of the day, I'm trying to speak to everybody. Not just you, bro. Not just you. Everybody. Because you know why? Because at the end of the day, we the change we looking for, man. You thinking president. Let me say this, and this is not about politics. This is about understanding consciousness. Do you think if Trump or Kamala get in office, your community gonna change tomorrow? No, it's not. It's not. The only way your community change is if the people of the community change it. If you can get a few good people on your block to get out there on a Saturday and clean that block and become block captains, organizing block, making them kids, giving them kids opportunity, showing them kids that there's a better way in life to go, that's the people that's going to make the change. Those are the people that are going to set the future into motion. Everybody else is going to fall by the wayside because this AI is here. It is here now, and it is very prevalent. And if you don't understand it, you don't know how to grow from it, you're going to be left behind. Nothing nobody else can do about it because laziness comes with a price. I'll say this one more time. Laziness comes with a price. Give me 1 second. I see that my phone is not charging like it's supposed to, and that's not a good thing. 1 second. Ha! Okay. I'm about to say I want y'all to turn off. I want to turn off on y'all in the middle of that message. Okay, laziness comes with a price, and when you are lazy, you cannot achieve your goals. So I couldn't be lazy if I wanted to put out all these movies and get all these awards to achieve my goal, right? It's impossible to win as many awards as I've won, and I couldn't and not achieve a goal. And one of my goals was to make sure that people know that I'm not just a regular filmmaker. I am someone that is important in my niche. I've been doing it for a while. I'm very educated in it, very knowledgeable, and I continue to grow with it. Even in this AI world that we're living in, I have learned to adapt and move forward. I realized that the film industry and the music industry doesn't pay like it used to. So I had to learn how to incorporate other things into my life in order to manifest the things that I like to see. I love music and I love film, so I didn't give up hope on it. So what I've done is create an atmosphere to where I can still enjoy it and do it. And it's not bothering me because of how they situated it. I learned how to make money in other avenues, in other ways. Okay. So I say this to say to you, it's no different than when I stepped up and started to do things like create new sneaker patterns and different things like that. It's no different, right? And so I say this to say to you that if you're a creator and you're sitting at home right now and you're going through some things like mentally, like whether it's your health or your mental health or your physical health, or you're going through some family things or whatever the case may be, but you're a creator, right? I want you to take the time today and give yourself 30 minutes. Sit down and think of something that you love and see how you would create that from start to finish. Just give yourself 30 minutes of your life. If you can't give yourself 30 minutes just to sit down and jot out something, you're doing too much. I was talking to my man last night, and he was telling me how he in this corporate world now, and he got his hands in everything. He's talking to 100,000 people, and he never gets no rest. And now the love that he used to have for the things that he do, he doesn't have it anymore because now it's a job. Now he has a job. He doesn't have what we call a career or something fun to do. He has a job where he started out, not having a job, but having, a career, something that he loved to do. So I say to you that in order to defeat the enemy, you got to know how the game is played. I'll say that one more time. to put the phone down, but I'm listening. No, True Rain, that's all good. Uh, he lost his passion for it. Well, he didn't lose his passion yet, Miss Dre, because he didn't quit. He didn't quit, but you can hear it in his voice when you talk to him that it is not the same. And so I told him that last night because that's the friend that I am. I'm going to tell you about yourself. I'm going to let you know that, hey, you might be pursuing bigger things than I, but you're not happy. And I can tell it because we're not having the same conversations. So when I told him that, he was like, man, I hear you. Nobody never told me that, but that's my job. My job is to let you know that, hey, our friendship means more to me than the money, than anything. You know what I'm saying to you? So if you're not doing good, I'm going to tell you about yourself. But anyway, at the end of the day, yeah, he's not passionate for it, but he didn't give up. He didn't give up. And so not giving up really sets the tone for a better tomorrow because you're giving life a chance to give you more possibilities because possibilities are endless. Everybody say possibilities are endless. If you say it, then you'll mean it. Yeah, possibilities are endless. And I'm going to keep putting it in the comments because you need to understand that possibilities are endless. All right. And this is going to be the next to last segment that I'm going to give you. Okay, there you go, Malibu. There you go, Miss Dre. Possibilities are endless. Now, when you see something consistently, your mind starts to say it. When you see something consistently, your mind starts to say it. And I'm going to show you how that works. A long time ago, when I used to talk to people, they used to say they read the Bible, and the first thing they would say is, money is the root to all evil. How many heard that? If you heard that, put some hearts in the comment. Money is the root to all evil. If you heard that comment, put it in. I mean, if you heard that slogan before, put it in the comments. Put a heart in the comment. Put a heart. Just put a heart there. Money is the root to all evil. If you heard that. If you heard that, let me see that. Let me see that. I just want to see. I want to see something. Did you hear money was the root to all evil? Ms. Dre, you heard that? Okay. Okay. True Rain, you heard that? Okay. Okay. That's what's up. All right. Now listen. Money is not the root to all evil. The root of that is the love of money. The love of money is the root to all evil. That Bible scripture did not say money is the root to all evil. It says the love of money is the root to all evil. But for years, people would say that because they either had no money, didn't know how to get money, didn't understand money, and didn't know what money was for. That is the problem with people when they read stuff. They read to their benefit, their own personal benefit, right? Which puts a mental block on possibilities. But now that you understand that the love of money is the root to all evil, that means if you love that money more than you love yourself, more than you love God, more than you love your family, and you're willing to do anything to get that money, that's when it becomes evil. That's right. They transcribe it how they perceive it. But the problem is they didn't transcribe it right because they didn't read the whole scripture. So how can you perceive nothing? You don't read the whole thing. That's just like me giving you the instructions to work your TV. And you skim through it, and all you read is on how to turn it on and turn it off. But now you want to mirror your phone to your TV. But if you'd have kept reading the instructions, you would learn that, right? You just read what you wanted to read, and now you're mad because you can't get your phone to connect to your TV. This is what I'm saying about people. When laziness kicks in, you wonder why your stuff and things aren't working in your life. The lazy mentality. For instance, people get new phones, right? They automatically assume they know how to work it, right? So they take the instructions and they throw them to the side. It's a brand new phone. You're paying more money for it, so it has new features. But because you assume that you already know how to work it, you take the instructions and you throw them to the side. Now, when you want to do a functionality of the phone and you wonder why it's not working, If you'd have read the instructions, you would have the knowledge of it. The book says our people perish because of lack of knowledge. The reason why you can't keep spiritual focus is because you don't have the knowledge to put your spirits in a place to stay focused. Our people perish because of lack of knowledge. You keep skimming around it. You keep thinking that things are supposed to be given to you, but you're not doing the work to make it happen because you are procrastinating. That's where backbiting and all that comes from, because a procrastinator don't want to see nobody else happy, so they just talk about somebody else. Oh, he think he's something because he got the movie. He got his little movie on Tubi. He think he's something. He got his little situation going on. But my situation could be your situation if you just get up and do some work. Stop expecting somebody to give you something. You see, when you have that type of mindset, you can't grow. So I'll leave you with this morning. Tap the screen, share the live. Cultivating hope is good because hope heals. Hope provides people with a sense of a better tomorrow. Spiritual focus empowers. It pushes you to the limit to be the best you could possibly be without the distractions of this world. Community sustainability comes from people stepping out on faith to see their community grow and prosper in times of need. We are the change that we're looking for. There is no one that's going to come into your world and change it more than you can for yourself. This is an opportunity, and this is a time beyond election, beyond all shadow of a doubt, especially with this new AI coming, for you to step up and say, I'm going to be the leader I need to be in order to see a better community, better relationships, and a better growth for myself. And once you do that, the world is your oyster, baby. You can do anything you want. There's people out there achieving big things right now. And for all the little people, understand everybody has a place in this world. But if you reach for the stars and you only hit the moon, at least you're still not on the planet. You heard? So keep your head up. Let your love rise inside your spirit. Understand and have faith that tomorrow is going to be better, even though tomorrow is not promised. If we plan for today, when tomorrow comes, it'll look even better. Put yourself in the picture. Recognize wealth and put yourself in the picture. I stole that from KRS-One, but I loved it so much. It was called the MC. He said, recognize wealth and put yourself in the picture. That's what he was saying. He was basically saying, you are the creation. Put yourself there. If you want to be rich, what do rich people do to get rich? They stay consistent and not procrastinate. Get up off your booty and do what you need to do. Or should I rhyme that? Get up off your booty and do your duty. I rap too. Don't get it twisted. All my music in my films, all that music you hear, that's me. I did that. So you go watch my films, enjoy my music, enjoy my movies, enjoy the life that I'm trying to show you that you can have for yourself, and recognize that you are the spark you've been waiting for. You are the spark you've been waiting for. Tap the screen, share the live. Hey, how many people in the room today? I'm going to do something special today. I'm going to open the door. I'm going to open the door because I want to see how many people are going to smile at me today. If you don't smile at me, that's cool. I'm cool with that. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. How you doing this morning? There you go. There you go. There you go. Hey, you know what? I've been trying to build a page because they took my other live away from me, and it's been hard trying to get everybody over here. But I must really start bringing people to my website because they may be cutting TikTok off, and that's gonna yeah, and that's yeah, and that's gonna be due to the rules and regulations of how they want to control stuff. So this might be the opportunity for me to just really start promote my website. So I'm definitely gonna start showing you how you guys can just tap into my Zoom, and we can continue this on Zoom because uh, when they start taking control of these platforms and taking them over, your freedom of speech is going to be definitely tampered with. Also, the second thing is my Facebook. I'm no longer on. Well, I'll take that back. I am on Facebook, but I'm under a new page because they hacked my page and took it, and they have Meta running everything, so you don't talk to people anymore. Everything is ran through that Meta AI. So once they suspended the account because of whatever reasons, it's hard for you to get it back or you can't get it back at all. And that's the dilemma that I had on Facebook. So I don't have my Facebook. I got a newer Facebook account. I lost all my, followers and friends. I had over maybe, I would say 15, 20,000 followers and friends on Facebook. And this was over years. I'm talking about school, classmates, all that. And I was in over maybe 300 groups, and so I lost all of that too. It was easy for me to promote a movie or do something. All I had to do was tag it into a group and then bam, you know what I'm saying to you. Now I got to find all of those groups if I can. Hopefully they accept me back and not think that I'm what they call a spam or anything like that because they can't see my history. And just go from there. You know what I'm saying to you. I think they do that on purpose. I don't. I truly believe that the goal uh, for social media is to control how you spend your money. Because if I put a post out and I already got connections to everybody, I don't have to spend that money that much on advertisement. But if I put a post out and all my friends are not seeing it or my groups are not seeing it, now I got to pay for boosting my post in order for people to see it. And that's where they want you at. They want you to pay for everything. You pay for a subscription for uh, just to be on the app. As far as TikTok is concerned, like when you subscribe to other, and I don't have nothing against other people. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me. What I'm trying to show you is that everything is a subscription. So if I want to follow somebody on here, I got to subscribe to them. If I want to watch TV, I got to subscribe to that. If I want to get software or whatever to be to play with, I got to subscribe to it. And so, as long as you got money coming out of your pocket all the time, and you got none coming in, the struggle becomes real at that point. But this is where they want you at. You know what I'm saying to you. So you constantly are either broke or broken at all times. Got They either want you broke or broken. It's one or the other. You know what I'm saying to you? Because if you look at it, you work whatever 9 to 5 you work or whatever the case may be, you got enough money to indulge in whatever you want to indulge in. And if you bring it over to social media, what happens? Oh, thank you for the whale. All right, I see you diving into the whale and stuff. Wade in the water. Okay, all right. Let me get focused. All right, so so when you think about it, if everything has a subscription on it, right? The problem with that is that every time you take money out of your account, now your bank is looking at your account, right? And they had this new thing. Remember, I don't know if people remember, but remember in the summer I was trying to teach you guys about Fed Now, right? And so Fed Now has control over a lot of banks now, and now a lot of people that bank with certain banks that are with Fed Now, when they go to purchase something, they notice that it's been declined even though the money is there. It's because now Fed Now is trying to determine whether you should have that or not. Right. But it's actually active right now. Right. Very active. Very active, and it's alive and it's well. And I was teaching it, trying to show people. But a lot of people ignored it, and now it's here, and now everybody's all confused about the situation. And all I'm saying is that every time I learn something, I always try to give it to y'all first, so that you can see that how we're going, like as a people. And so right now, the next big thing that's coming, that you need to be paying attention to, is that the new IDs are going to be used to track everything that you do. That's why they got a chip in it, because everything is going to be interlocked once the 10G go into effect. People don't understand that that's coming soon, 10G, and it's going to be very strong, very powerful. There also is going to be it's going to help the AI. It's going to help the AI be more functionable, if that makes any sense, right? So at this point, we're here. AI is here. It's not going anywhere, and we need to be prepared. We need to start studying, start learning how it could better our lives. And I have a blueprint showing people how, on a basic level, that they can still make money and still survive with the AI in effect. You just have to learn it. You have to learn it for whatever skill craft that you're going to use it for. And so it's just going to take a little time for you to do, but we ain't got nothing but time right now. You know what I'm saying? If you want to grow. Now, I don't know what our social security going to be like once the election goes in. I don't know nothing. I don't know any of those things. But I can tell you, if you want to make some extra income, it's going to take you to do some extra work, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully, you guys can try to get hooked up with this AI, and if you need any help, you can definitely. I'm definitely going to throw some courses on the website, so that it's going to teach people some things. And so you guys will be able to take the course, and I'll make some courses that are basic knowledge and making them affordable to everybody. But I've been teaching it online, what I mean, freely. You know what I'm saying to you, and people ain't paying attention to you. So I just got to put it into a course, and maybe be people buy the course because they want to know. I don't know. It's just a backwards thinking for some people. Some people, it's like he giving it to you is free. I don't want to believe that. But now when you got to pay for it, you'll pay for it. Oh, it's word now, right? Right. Right, right. No, I understand. But guess what though? Everything that you do right now is even on this app right now, a lot of it is being ran by AI. Yeah. Yeah. So even though you don't like it, you're immersed in it, and it's nothing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But that ain't even AI, that's just technology. Right. So mhm. Yeah, together in coordination. But yeah, so when they made the technology, though, that technology has been around for a while. People just didn't know about it. See, spy glasses and all of that. You could go to the police shop. If you never went to one, treat yourself. Go to like a police uh, gear shop or whatever. You'll go in there and you'll see, beyond guns and all of that, right? Like a gun shop. Beyond all that, they have all the technology like spyware and everything right there. They'll show you that. Like they'll show you that there's little cameras. You can put a camera in your bear. All kinds of little stuff that they have. And the glass has been around for years. Like that's not what they did was they connected the AI technology to it to where it became more uh, powerful. Other than that, the glasses has been around. Okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm. VR, VR. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Is that what that is? Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. It's a very old. Mm-hmm. You're right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, but you know what? Your opinion is well taken and noted. You know what I'm saying to you? I like AI because it has made my workload a lot easier. Um, when you're trying to create things in a world where people are procrastinating to get things done, if you got an extra pair of hands to get it done and see your progress, then I'm good with that. So I would rather live in a world where I have access to make things happen to see a better world compared to waiting on people who don't even want to see you grow because they're hating on you. I don't need that type of optimism or a pessimistic attitude going forward. I need optimism to know that I can make something happen and create it and people can enjoy it and we can live a better life for tomorrow. So if AI is taking the place of some humans who just are so lazy, I don't have anything against that. I really don't because at the end of the day, it's about productivity. It's about growth. And if you're not ready to grow and you want to sit around and wait for things to happen and ain't nothing happening and complaining, that's not about growth. That's not conducive to anything. So that's the only reason why I like AI right now. Now I don't know what tomorrow holds for AI as smart as it gets, but at this moment, I know that it makes my workload a little bit more easier, and I have an opportunity to make more financial gain for my family, for myself and my family. So it just it just depends how you look at it. Yeah, that's the okay. So yeah, no, I got you. So this is mm-hmm. I understand. Mm-hmm. Right. So when the last time have you been at the school board or any meetings or anything? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. 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 Well, yeah, yeah. No, no, it makes sense. It makes sense. Um, I don't know how the school board is going to handle AI in the future. But the problem is the reason why we can't really get ahead of the game is because you got to remember we don't have the budget to get everybody acclimated with all the programs that they need concerning AI. See, it's not even just about kids having computers now. Now we're talking about the software that you need to even adapt to it. That's why they gave out the free Meta AI so that you can get at least used to it. But there's so many other chat GPTs that you got to get used to in order to grow. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm going to dedicate some time to have these workshops so that the average Joe that's actually just, getting into this can have an understanding of how to make it better. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just think that if it in time, Miss Drea, in time, um, I think you'll attack it differently in time. In time. What's up, brother Malibu? What's good with you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, we got flying cars already. He has made them. Elon Musk has already shipped some over to China because in China that's where their infrastructure is headed for flight, and so he's already capitalized on it. So correct. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. So many people because you got and a lot of people that's in jail. That's another thing that they're not talking about, but you have people in jail that are not getting out in the next 3 to 5 years, and they're gonna be really in trouble. Right, 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 right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right,